Hey guys, what's up? This is Dave from ConMenRDW here, and today I'm talking about my favorite kingdoms in Super Mario Odyssey. Now, I just want to let you guys know ahead of time, half of these are non-spoiler, and the other half are spoiler. I have 6 total, so after the first 3, I'm going to give you another warning before you have to dip off if you haven't seen the whole story of the game and you don't want to get too spoiled, because the last 3 are pretty awesome. But yeah, let's get right to it. So first, number 1, the Sand Kingdom, Tostarena. So the Sand Kingdom for me is probably the most familiar because the Sand Kingdom is the level that, one, we've seen the most of pre-game. Before the game actually launched, when I went to the Super Mario Odyssey event at Navy Pier in Chicago, that's the location that the demo was at. And then also, after I played that, even still at Best Buy locations and other game kiosks that Nintendo Switches are set up at, Sand Kingdom was also the demo location for those kiosks. So I've actually had a lot of time, even before the game even came out, to play around at the Sand Kingdom. So the fact that I knew this level inside and out even before the game even launched has an influence on me as far as how much I love the space. Now, I also should mention that desert levels aren't usually my favorite type of level in Mario games generally. Like, they're usually so boring to me. It's just sand and the music's never that interesting. But the way that Nintendo gave us this twist with the Sand Kingdom, where you come in and it's supposed to be a hot desert, but Mario's shivering and it's cold and there's ice blocks everywhere, and the locals, which are these really adorable, like, Day of the Dead looking skull head guys with sombreros on and maracas, and they're so happy, and they're saying that their town is frozen over. Like, it's such a cheerful space, but it's so cold, and you have to figure out throughout the course of the level, before you even fight the boss, what is the cause of this temperature change. As a level that you get to play around in early on in the game, this does a really good job of showing you how much more open the levels in Odyssey are compared to other worlds because of its size, and I think that's a really good example of the scale that Mario Odyssey is going to have for you later on. So that's one reason why I love the Sand Kingdom so much. Alright, next up we are talking about the level that had people talking ever since the first debut trailer, the Metro Kingdom, New Donk City. So New Donk City is a special case because it's not really as big or open as the Sand Kingdom is, but it's not open horizontally, it's more open vertically because of the buildings. So you have the space on the ground, you can run, jump on taxis, fling off light poles, you can even get on a moped and get around the streets a little faster than you would on foot. But the big bulk of the level comes from going inside of buildings and also climbing up to the top of the skyscrapers and getting a bigger view of the level from that vantage point that you have. And also just the constant callbacks to the first game Mario was ever in, Donkey Kong, is a really awesome touch also. From all the minute references, if you get really up and close on the level and notice the details, it's really awesome how much work they put into this level in general. And then probably one of the most major parts of this game happens on this level, which pretty much had me tearing up in happiness, man. Like, it was so amazing. Alright, the last non-spoiler location that is one of my favorite kingdoms in Mario Odyssey has to be the Seaside Kingdom. Bubblaine. This is the beach. So this is actually the second water level that you go to in the game, but compared to the other one, the Lake Kingdom, the Seaside Kingdom Bubblaine is probably the most traditional tropical water-themed level that you would expect to see in a Mario game. First off, the main attraction of this world is this beautiful glass goblet tower that you see in the middle of the world from the sparkling fizzy waters, which is a really cool touch, by the way, how it's basically sparkling water. You're swimming through seltzer water. Also, because of how big this level is, it's not only wide, it's also deep. Like, deep. To go around and get all the 100 coins in this level, you actually do have to go into all the nooks and crannies of the ocean, and you will find some really cool secrets that are hidden deep below the waters. So I really love this level. Alright guys, that's the last of the non-spoiler areas that I'm going to be talking about in this video. If you want to stay non-spoiled for all the other cooler stuff that's later in the game, you might want to leave now. I'm giving you a warning now. You should leave. Go. Run. Alright, if you're still here, we're about to talk about the last 3 kingdoms that are my favorite locations in Super Mario Odyssey. So, without further ado, let's talk about the Ruined Kingdom. Yeah, it's the Ruined Kingdom, which basically looks like the Mario team said, hey, we should put Dark Souls in Mario. Like, this was the most out of left field level I think anyone expected to see in a Mario game, period. Because first off, where the heck did Bowser get a dragon from that looks that realistic? We've dealt with dragons before, but never to this caliber. And also just the structures and the swords that you see in the ground. If you read the pamphlet for this level, some serious stuff went down in this place. And I really wish this level was more than just a location for a boss battle, because just running around and finding like what little secrets there are here, I had so much fun. And I really hope that later on down the line we get another level that's similar to the Ruined Kingdom, because I would love to see like darker locations like this in Mario games, because this was a completely awesome place and I love it so much. Kinda wish that we got like a suit of armor for fighting the dragon, but whatever. Next up is what probably is the most cultured Mario level I think I've seen since 3D World, the Bowser Kingdom. So going off of Bowser's decor record, we have either a regular stereotypical castle with lava and dry bones and lava bubbles everywhere, or from his 3D World adventure we have the casino, amusement park, Eggman Land looking place. But now Bowser's gone more cultured and he's become more at roots to Nintendo's Japanese history, and he has a whole castle based around like a certain period in Japan. I'm not sure what period, but it's so nice. And the music that plays here is amazing. And like, you feel like you're playing a Mario anime is what you feel like when you're in this location. And the enemies, the Pokeos that you can capture while you're here, that just makes navigating the level so much more fun, and also makes finding the coins and secrets a little bit more interesting. Because of just running through and storming this castle, you actually want to go off to the side, because for some reason Bowser chose to make his castle out of plaster or something that you can poke with a stick. It would have been awesome if Mario had like a Naruto run animation for this level, just to be running along the rooftops. That'd be so cute. Also, the boss battle that happens here is probably one of my favorites in the game. So yeah, Bowser Kingdom for sure. Grade A place. Super cultured. I love it. Oh, and Samurai Mario. Come on now. Like, Samurai Mario, man. Please. And then, of course, my last favorite kingdom in Mario Odyssey has to be the Mushroom Kingdom. Come on now. So not only does Princess Peach's castle look amazing in HD on the Nintendo Switch, this whole kingdom is just a straight up Mario 64 reference, dude. Like, the moons here are power stars, you can jump into paintings to fight bosses, all the old sound effects is here, even the costume you can get here is the old school HD Super Mario 64 costume, come on. Like, you can tell that Nintendo put a lot of love into thinking about how this level was going to be executed. Like, honestly, if they gave us one level for Mario 64 to play around in, that would have been like the icing on the cake. That would have been it. I would have loved this level. The number one on the list. This would have been it. But yeah, guys, those are my 6 favorite kingdoms in Super Mario Odyssey. Do you guys have any favorite kingdoms? I'm sure you do. Like, I'm sure your favorite kingdom did not make it on this list. There's so many good places. I couldn't list them all. So type down below what your favorite kingdom in Mario Odyssey is and why, and we can talk about it. And thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And I will see you on the next one. Later.